Okay, right now we will right, share my screen. All right, so sharing the screen, I think recording is on. All right, so right now we'll do Lab 4. So Lab 4 is basically alarm services, and then let's try to see what we do on alarm services. Yeah. So for step 1 on the alarm notification, let me just acknowledge this first. No worries. So with that, right, the first one is basically click on alarm services. How do you do that? You can go to palette, and then you find something called alarm. Right? You click on the alarm, then this alarm services should come up. Yeah. Right. So with the alarm services, let me just clean off this first. Yeah. Okay. This is your wire sheet. So first step is to go to alarm, and then click on alarm, and then alarm should come up on the module. All right. And that's step number 1. Step number 2 is from this alarm services under your station, right? Under the stations container, you should be able to see alarm services, and then you can click alarm services, something like that will pop up. So with that, the two things a little bit confusing is there's alarm services here, and then there's the palette called the alarm. All right. So the first step is basically to go to your alarm palette, click on alarm services, and then there's a default class alarm. So default class alarm, you can actually, right now we are at the alarm services under service, under your station, right? So we can just click and then push it here. Right, let's put it, the first step is to put that high priority alarm, high priority alarm, right? And I'll put 1. Okay, I've already created 1 earlier, but no worries. It's high priority alarm. So with that high priority alarm, there should be some default services here. So that's how we look at. Then you double click on high priority alarm. There's priority like to be normal off. Let's change this to 1, right? Then to normal is 127. Then the alert is 127. Okay, so just do this first, right? After you do this, you will now need to redo a receipt of the priority, so you can click save first. All right. Once you click save, take a look. High priority alarm. Let me just take this off first. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just change this first to a high priority alarm. Let me just rename this to high priority alarm. Okay, so when you set a high priority alarm, you set your alarm here. You see there's a little flash here, right? Then you set it to alarm, right? Routine, right? With that, this basically the alarm routine will kind of be here. So with that, right, how do we connect that? Basically, is you connect to the all alarms. Okay, so all alarm is kind of app that you should be able to see. Okay, now how do we get to this alarm console is under your alarm. Let's try again. Let's say we click alarm. You can see the changes here. Under alarm, there's something called recipient. Recipient is basically to receive, right? So it has to, you can put out console recipient here. Console recipient, you can just drag it out, right? And then put it as all underscore alarm, maybe 1. Right? Then you can see all alarms here, right? I can put this as all alarm 1, then you can see that there's alarm here. So either way, there is a recipient, and then I'll put down into the alarm. Now you can see that there are different alarm recipient, right? So with that, that's where I can then link my high priority alarm, for example here, to my routine alarm or my other alarm here, right? Let me just remove this. Yeah. So I can change rename it to alarm 1. Okay, just now I have created, but right now I'm just trying to rename this. So this is the alarm services. So right now with the alarm services, I need to go to my fan control. Right, we create this fan control. Right, with this fan control, I need to find the alarm. Right, let me just push this again. Assuming is this, you go to alarm, then this one should come out. Under your alarm, right, you can go to the extension folder, which is here. Extension folder, there's a out of range alarm. Right, out of range alarm, you need to push this to your CO value. So under your alarm, there is like fan CO value, right? So you can just click here, CO value, right? And then from your extension, right, you can just click here and push it to the CO value. Right, there's already a out of extension alarm. Okay, example flow alarm, push it to the CO value, then you can have a float alarm here. Right, that's how you actually push. So let me try again. They can have a string change of the alarm value, click and then push it to the alarm value. Illegal drop. Okay, let me just remove one of this first. So maybe too much alarm. Let's delete this. Okay, let me try again. Full alarm schedule, some Boolean change. Can just drag and then push it here. All right, it's getting, okay, float limit. Let's try to use this. Yeah, float limit will kind of here. All right, so that is what we want to do is basically to put it out of range. Let me delete this first. Yeah, so you have your CO value and your full range is here. So right now, you need to go to the alarm extension. Right, you just click on top. We should have alarm, right? And then inside inside the extension folder, right? Now you want to double click this. Inside the extension folder, right? We want to see there is a alarm extension. Then we can do is AX property, right? So for that, under the inside the alarm extension, let's try. Under the extension folder, add the okay, all right, and then inside the alarm extension, yeah, inside this alarm extension, right, we will find that the high limit is set it to 40, low limit, we don't set it to a low limit first, right? And then the date band is 4. Then you can set the alarm as high priority alarm here. Once this is set, enable high limit, and then you can save it. Once this is saved, right? Once this is saved, we can go back to your fan control, right? And then you should see there's an alarm. Let's try this. Fan control. Right now, the alarm came up because your CO value is high. Assuming your CO value is, say, 20, right? You set it, then the alarm is gone, right? So right now, let's try to set the CO value a bit higher, say about 60. So once the CO value is set 60, you can see there's a high here, and then you go to the alarm station, double click on the alarm. You can see that there's alarm just now I tried to set, right? So I can see there's different alarm. Then I can click on the alarm. Right, I need a clear record. Okay. right? Yeah, so this is basically the alarm portion of it. And then with that, we can close this. And then there's various alarm. So alarm services is basically you have your alarms here, okay? And then your alarm, you can double click the alarm. And this is what you see in the database. Then we can go to a different setting, right? And then we can have a data, maybe alarm base view or a Navi container view, or there's nothing here, or a data X view. So I want to clean this. So there's various type of alarm history you can see. So that's for today. Yeah. All right. So this is basically for alarm services. So let me just click here. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it. Let me just off this first.